Hey guys, Matt Starr here. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you today about some lyrics from one of my favorite songs. And no, it's not God of Thunder by Kiss. It's called When You Wish Upon a Star. It's in the movie Pinocchio. It's a Disney song. And it was written in 1940. And I was listening to the song a few years ago, and I never really paid attention to the lyrics. And when I did, I was really blown away because the lyrics of this song are really everything that I'm doing in this work that I do with you guys, the career counseling work that I do and the stuff that we talk about. It's all about manifesting, and it's all about creating your life. And it's just written out in black and white. It's very clear and very direct, and I just am absolutely blown away that they put this in a movie for kids, because although these lyrics sound they're very easy to understand, you don't need to have a big vocabulary to get them. The meaning that is in there is massive. It's everything. And this song was written in 1940, and there was a lot of stuff that happened in America around this time, around in the 30s going into the 40s, that is the basis of all the, you could call it new age, but really the more advanced science becomes, we're realizing it's just reality. Science and new age thinking, spirituality, not religion, but spirituality and science are really, they're heading in the same direction. They're ending up at the same place. And so all these things that have been known for centuries through various teachings, they were put in modern terminology in the 30s and in the 40s. And so there's a lot of books. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. That's kind of the first one. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is a Bible to increasing your earning and having a bigger life, and manifesting, which and then that got turned into The Secret. But I don't want to get off track here. But The Secret, I don't really feel describes the whole thing, because you do need to dream, and you do need to get in touch with why you want something to be so, and why it's in your heart, and let that be your driver. But then you got to take action too, and it doesn't really talk. The Secret doesn't really address the action part, so I don't feel like it's complete. But and the 12-step program, so like Alcoholics Anonymous, that's all very forward thinking. And in the 12-step world, you're in that room because you're gonna die from your addiction, but the steps that they have you take in there, once you're in there, is very similar to a lot of this stuff that we're talking about. And so the lyrics are, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, anything your heart desire will come to you. When your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do. And then, like a bolt out of the blue, I have these memorized, fate comes in and sees you through. And when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Now, that may sound to you, and this is a good test, if you're hearing those lyrics and going, yeah, absolutely, yes, 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 then cool, you got it. And if you're hearing those lyrics and thinking they sound like little kid fantasy, you are sadly mistaken. Peter Pan flying through the air and Jiminy Cricket, that's the fantasy part. They're metaphors, but that's the fantasy, that's the little kid part. The lyrics of this song are very, very adult and timeless. So let's go through it. So when you wish upon a star, when you are willing to wish, because I talk to people all the time who they gave up. They stopped dreaming. I'd say, well, what's the big dream? Well, I just want to do some stuff, say it's a music related thing. I just want to play some gigs. Play with some guys who aren't jerks. I don't. and you can feel them shrinking away from what they really want. And I said, no, what's the real dream? It's the big one. Well, I mean, the real one, okay, I want to, go to Japan and play. Okay, there you go. Like, that's it, that's the thing. So people stop dreaming. They stop wishing. They stop reaching for whatever reason. Either it got beaten out of them in childhood, either figuratively or literally. Or, it's a big responsibility. It's a hell of a lot better to live this way than to live denying who you are. But it's a big responsibility. And a lot of people, I think, want to just be content. And being content is the opposite of being alive. Trees are never content. They're constantly growing. Birds are never content. They're constantly going out, getting more food, building more nests, doing, that's what they do. They don't go, oh, I got everything. Okay, cool, I'm going to watch TV. That's, nature doesn't do that. We do that, and it's cool. I watch TV too, but though not much, and I don't have cable, but I'm not going to go off on that. We can relax, and we can find our leisure time and things that we do that we enjoy. But to just, I think, I've heard people say, I want to make $1 million so I can just relax. People with $1 million are not relaxing. They may be relaxed, but they love their work. They're continuing the work. Even guys, I have a couple friends who have retired in their 40s, but they continue to work. They don't have to. They don't have to do anything. But you don't get to that point by just trying to do the minimum amount of work. So if you're in touch with that thing, if you're willing to wish, dare to dream, when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. So it doesn't matter what your story is. And we've talked about that, the story, letting go of that story. It doesn't matter what your story is. I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm in the wrong country, I'm in the wrong religion, Donald Trump's a president, this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't matter who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Now, it's not saying you have to go get it. You don't have to go out and get it. It will come to you. So that's addressing the law of attraction. So that first verse, again, when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. That's huge. That's huge. And the fact that, again, that is in a children's song, that they're teaching this to kids. And there's two people that wrote this song. The people that wrote these lyrics, they're not just making shit up. They're not just going, yeah, wish upon a star and life will be great and things will, these are very specific instructions on how to create your life. So the second verse, when your heart is in your dreams, well, that's the whole thing. In my career counseling work, what we do, and any kind of life coaching, the template is, what is the goal? What is the big goal? What is the dream? And then why? Not how, because most people make the mistake of doing the how. They go, just to use a generic one that's been around forever, I want to make $1 million. How am I going to do that? I'm making $46,000 a year. How am I going to do that? That's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. When NASA got told by the president, hey, we're going to go to the moon in, however many years he gave them, they didn't know how they were going to go to the moon. They knew the why, though. So when your heart is in your dreams, that means that you get that dream, that goal, that vision that resonates, that big one, the one that seems too extreme, right? And then you get in touch with the why. Why? What will that provide for you? Why do you want that? Why do you want that $1 million? Not, if you say, well, just because I want to be rich and show up Jimmy Smith from 8th grade who said I was a loser, no. get in touch with the bigger thing. I want to provide for my children. I want to live. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to take time off. I want to have a home in, Connecticut, and I want to have a home in Colorado. I always, I would love to have a cabin up in the woods. I want to be able to provide for others. I want to be able to, why? Get in touch with that why. So when your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. So when your heart is in there, nothing is too extreme. So if you're making $40,000 a year and you want to make 80, that's double. That may seem impossible, but the reality is there's someone who's making 80 and wants to make 160, and there's someone who's making 160 and wants to make 320, and someone making 320 wants to make 64, and then the next thing is 1.28 million. I retained some math. I got my times tables by 2. So, you know what I mean? There's somebody who's making double what you're making and wants to make more, and so that person is not a genius. They just know how to do that. So for you who's making 40 grand to say, I want to make 80, it's no bigger a feat for the universe to show you how to do that than it is to the guy who's making 100 grand and wants to make 200 grand. Or the guy that's making 100 grand and wants to make $1 million. It's not anything bigger for the universe. It's just information. Now the change that will happen will be within you, and that's really the main reason why most people don't achieve their dreams, because they're not willing to change their thinking or their behaviors. But when your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do. And then the last one, and anyone who has any success in the music business knows this one. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate comes in and sees you through. And that's just, to me, that's the phone call. Ring. I don't recognize this number. Hello. Hey, Matt, it's so-and-so from such and such. I got your number from so-and-so. Are you, what does April look like? Are you available? I got this, and that's what happened. That's what happened for me when Jason Sutter called me and said, hey, Ace Frehley's drummer just quit. And that's what happened for me when Billy Sheehan called me after meeting him a year earlier and said, hey, so are you busy October of next year? Because we might need a sub for, that's the bolt out of the blue. Fate comes in and sees you through. And here's the deal. Fate will come in and see you through. So you don't need to have all the answers. You go, how am I going to get from here to here? You don't have to worry about that. So let's recap. You be willing to dream. Be willing to dream. And it doesn't matter what your story is. It doesn't matter what your story is. An overweight black woman growing up in basically poverty, that sounds like all the odds are against you. Well, that's Oprah Winfrey. So whatever your story is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And when your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. And anything your heart desires will come to you. That's it, man. I hope you are inspired by this. I'm always just blown away at these lyrics, and that they've were written 70 years ago. Just a total mind blower, but it is the blueprint for creating your life, and it's a beautiful melody as well. You want to talk more about this? Let's do it. You can reach me at mattstarmusic.com, or you can message me here on Facebook. You can reach me either one of those ways, and I'd be happy to talk to you about this and creating your life. I love the career counseling work I do, and if you own a company or if you work for a company that you think this kind of sharing these kinds of ideas would be of benefit, reach out to me. I also do corporate speaking, and I enjoy that very much. So, have a great day. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your experiences with this. And just have the balls to dream. Have the guts to claim what it is your heart really desires, and you're already halfway there. Have a great day.